you steal?
I don't steal anything.
You don't? You stole men.
Who's the man that I stole?
Tony's. You slept with them.
Stop.
A few times.
Who? What man?
You not get the lead.
Bitch. Dirty, low-down ass bitch.
Oh, you're such a liar. Such a liar.
Did Tamar Braxton really sleep with her own sister's man? That's the question shaking the internet right now. A question so wild, so personal, and so explosive that even longtime Braxton fans didn't see it coming. Because when that accusation dropped at the dinner table, it wasn't whispered. It wasn't hinted at. It was thrown straight across the room like a grenade, and the fallout has been nothing short of chaos. And here's where things get even messier. The Braxtons' latest battle just got darker than anyone expected, because this isn't just another sibling argument caught on camera. This time, it involves exes whose names had to be bleeped out, money that allegedly went missing, credit cards Tamar claims were used without her permission, and an accusation so deep that it threatens the foundation of an already fragile family. Think about it. It's one thing for sisters to fight. It's another thing entirely to accuse your own blood of sneaking around with a man your sister once loved, especially when the entire world is watching, and especially when the family has a long history of buried tension, financial disputes, and secrets no one ever thought would surface. But this moment wasn't random. It wasn't calm. It wasn't planned. It was raw, vengeful, and delivered with the kind of energy that only comes from years of resentment boiling over. And when Towanda looked Tamar dead in the eye and said, "You stole men, Tony's men," everything changed. The room froze. Tamar snapped. Fans replayed the clip over and over, trying to catch every detail, every reaction, because it was obvious this accusation didn't come out of nowhere. Some people think Towanda finally cracked. Others believe she'd been holding this one card close to her chest, waiting for the perfect moment to use it. And the timing, it couldn't have been worse. Or better, depending on how you look at it. Because behind this accusation is a deeper story, one filled with rumored betrayals, financial tension, unresolved jealousy, and years of Braxton drama that never truly healed. And once you hear how all of these pieces connect, the fight suddenly looks a lot less random and a whole lot more calculated. To understand just how explosive this latest fight is, you need to know the Braxton family story. The Braxtons are no strangers to the spotlight. Toni, Tamar, Towanda, Trina, they've all carved their names into music and reality TV history. But it's not just their talent that has kept audiences watching, it's their drama. Over the years, the Braxton shows have pulled the curtain on a family that looks perfect on the outside, but inside it's full of tension, rivalry, and secrets that could shatter anyone. From the very beginning, these sisters have had a complicated dynamic. There's love, yes, but it's tangled up in jealousy, competition, and past betrayals. And nowhere is that tension more obvious than between Tamar and Towanda. Off camera, their relationship is reportedly icy at best. They barely speak outside of filming, only exchanging words when the cameras are rolling. What audiences see isn't just entertainment, it's the tip of a much bigger iceberg of resentment and rivalry that's been building for years. This is the foundation of their drama, a family who loves each other in theory, but whose unresolved conflicts, financial disputes, and competitive streaks constantly put them at odds. And with the newest accusations flying, that already fragile relationship between Tamar and Towanda is teetering on the edge of complete collapse. The drama didn't start with accusations about exes. It was already simmering under the surface, and money has always been a flashpoint. Tamar claims she helped Towanda financially years ago, lending her thousands for a down payment on a house. Towanda, on the other hand, insists the amount was smaller, just $35,000, and according to reports, she never fully repaid it. And that's just the beginning. Tamar also says Towanda used her credit cards without permission for years, racking up charges that weren't hers. Fans watching the show couldn't help but gasp when Tamar laid it all out on camera. This wasn't some small family squabble. It was years of resentment, hidden grievances, and financial mistrust exploding in front of everyone. And if you think it stops at money, think again. These financial disputes aren't just about numbers. They're about power, control, and respect. Tamar's frustration stems from a sense of being taken advantage of, while Towanda's actions, whether intentional or not, have fueled feelings of betrayal. In the Braxton world, money and family are deeply intertwined, and when disputes like this surface, they can trigger arguments that spiral out of control. Exactly what happened in this infamous confrontation. This sets the stage for the real bombshell. The accusations that made even longtime fans question just how far the feud had gone. The tension hit its peak during what was supposed to be a simple family dinner, but it quickly turned into one of the most jaw-dropping moments in Braxton history. Towanda leaned across the table and dropped a bomb that left everyone, including Tamar, completely stunned. "You steal men. Toni's men." The cameras caught every second, but production had to bleep out the name, which only made the mystery more intense. Fans immediately began speculating online, dissecting every glance, every reaction, and every word. Tamar, who had already been heated from the financial disputes, suddenly found herself on the defensive in the most personal way possible. Her reaction was immediate and explosive, arms flailing, voice rising as she vehemently denied the claim, insisting that Towanda was lying. Just when you think it couldn't get any more chaotic, the drama moved from words to actions, from accusations to gestures that only fueled the rumors further. Just when everyone thought the accusations couldn't get any more tangled, Tamar's actions on stage added a whole new layer to the story. During a Versus event, fans noticed her closely interacting with Birdman, Toni's husband, in a way that immediately raised eyebrows. She was seen wiping sweat from his brow, smiling, and moving around him in a way that some interpreted as too familiar, almost like a co-wife moment. Of course, Tamar didn't stay silent. She defended herself, insisting she was simply holding it down for her sister Toni while he performed. But the footage spoke for itself, and fans quickly took sides online. Some saw a caring sister stepping in when needed, but others saw it as validation of Towanda's explosive accusation. The internet went wild, analyzing every gesture, every glance, and every interaction. This incident became more than just a misunderstanding. It became evidence in the court of public opinion. Whether intentional or not, Tamar's behavior fueled speculation that she had overstepped boundaries, and the lines between family loyalty and personal interest blurred in front of millions of viewers. The controversy wasn't just about appearances either. It raised questions about motive. Was Tamar defending her sister genuinely, or was there a deeper agenda? Towanda's earlier accusations, combined with these public moments, made fans question the sisters' true intentions and the years of tension simmering beneath the surface. And just when you think the drama has peaked, the story dives even deeper into the reason Towanda might have held on to this explosive information for so long, a move that would shock even the most seasoned Braxton watchers. Behind every explosive accusation, there's often a motive, and in this case, Towanda's reasoning adds a whole new layer of intrigue. Some insiders suggest she didn't drop this bomb randomly. She held onto it for years, waiting for the perfect moment. Why? Partly because of long-standing grievances, partly because of financial tension, and partly because in the Braxton family, resentment runs deep. Towanda has reportedly felt overlooked and undervalued in the family for years. While Tamar and Toni often dominate the spotlight, Towanda's contributions, emotional, financial, and otherwise, are sometimes minimized. Lending money for a down payment, helping out when she was needed, and seeing her generosity taken for granted all fueled a simmering frustration that eventually boiled over. Holding on to the information about Tamar allegedly crossing a line gave her leverage, a card she could play when the timing felt right. This isn't just about revenge. It's about control, validation, and a sense of fairness in a family where boundaries are constantly tested. Tawanda's choice to reveal the accusation at that dinner wasn't an accident. It was strategic, calculated, and designed to elicit a reaction that would finally put Tamar on the defensive. And what makes this even more intense is the family context. The Braxtons have always been fiercely competitive, especially with sisters like Toni, Tamar, and Towanda. Each has her own ambitions and insecurities, and the lines between love, rivalry, and resentment often blur. In this environment, holding on to secrets isn't just about spite. It's a survival mechanism, a way to assert power in a family where betrayal, perceived or real, is never far from the surface. And while fans argue about who's right or wrong, the reality is that these family dynamics, jealousy, resentment, and long-held grudges, are at the heart of why this confrontation escalated so quickly and so publicly. Once the accusations and onstage moments went public, the reaction was immediate and explosive. Social media lit up with fans dissecting every clip, replaying every second, and debating who was telling the truth. Many were quick to call the Braxton family a mess, pointing out that this latest feud seemed far more personal and damaging than anything previously seen on their reality shows. Some viewers sided with Tamar, highlighting her ambition, her drive to succeed, and the pressure of always living in Toni's shadow. Others felt Tawanda's grievances were justified, that she had every right to call out behavior she saw as betrayal, especially given years of financial disputes and perceived disrespect. Comments poured in, theories multiplied, and hashtags started trending as fans tried to unravel the tangled web of claims and counterclaims. The media coverage only added fuel to the fire. Articles highlighted the dramatic dinner confrontation, the versus moment with Birdman, and the long history of Braxton family tensions. Every new post, tweet, or blog became another piece of the puzzle, and suddenly what might have been a private family feud was now national conversation. But perhaps the most striking takeaway from the public reaction is how deeply this feud resonates. People aren't just interested because of celebrity gossip. They're drawn to the universal themes: family loyalty, betrayal, jealousy, and ambition. Watching the Braxtons navigate these conflicts is like watching a high-stakes drama unfold in real time, and for many fans, it's impossible to look away. And while the world watches and debates, the family itself remains entangled in this web of resentment, secrets, and shifting alliances, a situation that makes it increasingly hard to imagine them ever truly reconciling. When you step back and look at it all, the Braxton family drama isn't just about one accusation or one fight. It's a web of long-held grudges, financial disputes, jealousy, and secrets that have been simmering for years. Tamar, Towanda, Toni, and the rest of the sisters have always lived their lives in the public eye, and what we see on camera is just the tip of the iceberg. This latest feud, with accusations about exes, credit cards, and betrayal, is a stark reminder of how complicated family relationships can get, especially when fame, money, and ambition are involved. Whether Tamar really crossed a line or Towanda played a long game to settle old scores, the result is the same: a family torn apart in front of millions of viewers. For fans, it raises a question that isn't easy to answer. Can a family this fractured ever truly repair the damage? Or is this just another chapter in a story of sisters who love each other in theory, but constantly clash in reality? The tension, the secrecy, and the emotional stakes make it feel like the Braxtons are walking a tightrope, and one wrong step could send the entire family tumbling. So, what do you think? Did Tamar really cross a line, or was Towanda playing a long game to settle old scores? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more updates. Because with the Braxtons, one thing is certain: the drama is never over, and there's always more to uncover.